Welcome back, everyone, to episode 26. As you can tell, things are a little different here. I'm on my phone currently, but that's not going to stop us from recording another banger. I'm just away from my computer right now, out of town. But, a lot just happened today. USA with a huge victory with our C team over Mexico in the Gold Cup final. I mean, just absolute great for just soccer in America as a whole. And then NBA draft was last night. MLB trade deadline happened just recently. And so, yeah, lots of stuff going on. So we're here to recap it per usual. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir. So happy right now. Let's get into it. As Oliver mentioned, the United States just recently, like an hour ago, won the Gold Cup. They won it for the first time since 2017. However, that was not versus Mexico. That was versus Jamaica at Levi Stadium. Me and Oliver were both in attendance at that game. But today was an amazing game. I mean, going into this game, I was just content making the finals with not our best team. I was fine with that. But wow. First half, it wasn't the best. We had a few chances. Ariola missed a wide open one, wouldn't you say? That was disappointing.
Yeah.
But start of the second half, we just came out firing and had chances after chances. And then I was like, we can win this game. And we played amazing. I mean, shout out to all these players.
Yeah, I mean, Ariola missed a chance. He had three big chances in the game, I would say. The first one off the post. Second one was he lost his angle and missed it wide right. And then the third one, great save by the Mexico goalkeeper. It kind of saved it off his back. That was kind of a ridiculous save. Big chances from Paul. But, I mean, you're right. I mean, the second half, we kind of made it our game. The first half, I texted you about this. It seemed like we were kind of on our heels. They were on an attacking front. We would just clear it away. They would get it back. We would clear it away, and it kept cycling like that. But our defense was outstanding today. And Matt Turner was great per usual, as he's been all Gold Cup long. So, yeah, I mean, just great for the USA and a really exciting game. Although it was 1-0, really entertaining.
That was the most entertaining 0-0 game I've ever watched. I mean, it was so entertaining. Chance after, yeah. I mean, in the first half, felt like Mexico should have scored in like 3 times. And in the second half, felt like we deserved a goal. And then extra time, yeah. I mean, chance after chances. I thought Greg Berhalter managed this game perfectly. Some amazing center mids that I think are going to get some action and have chances to make this World Cup. I mean, Acosta was amazing today. Eric Williamson had a surprise start, and he surprised me. He was amazing. He had so much grit.
Matthew Hoppe was great too.
Oh, yeah. Matthew Hoppe from Schalke FC in Germany was unreal this tournament. I think he will definitely be on this World Cup roster. I mean, so many guys proved themselves. This team just ultimately had amazing chemistry. I mean, they almost had better chemistry than the A team, I feel like.
Honestly.
And Mexico coach Tito Martinez is done for sure. Losing the USA now twice. We had this conversation about a month ago after the UEFA Championship Nations League or whatever it is, that made-up tournament we won. But twice now. I mean, unreal.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like USA kind of got Mexico's number recently here with 2 straight, big tournament final wins. The USA soccer future is bright. It's really exciting for us. Missing the World Cup in 2018. It's just awesome to see. And like you said, the chemistry was off the charts for this young team. And some of them definitely solidified their spot on the World Cup roster.
Yeah, I'm so happy as a United States fan. 2 years ago, we lost. So in the World Cup finals, it felt like, they're always just going to be the better team. They're, unreal. This was shocking. It's amazing win for the United States soccer team. They're back, and the women's soccer team plays in 4 hours from now, 1 a.m. Pacific time in the Olympics semis. Maybe they can do that.
Yeah.
Welcome on Will Maxwell, United States soccer men's national team. Influence. What an amazing win that was tonight. Will Maxwell, what an amazing win that was. How do you feel about the United States team?
Wow, I'm just so flattered to be on CO Sports Talk in such a spontaneous behavior. But I thought that was a flattering victory. And I feel bad for Mexican soccer.
I don't.
Now Mexico's just, that's all they had on us. Now there's nothing for Mexico to be better than the US at.
Jeez, it's kind of facts.
Will be just
That's kind of facts. And that was our C team, and that was their A team.
Yeah, it's
Well, pretty much.
Mexicans. I thought Lima was at a tournament. Repping the SJ Earthquakes.
I don't think we had a guy named Lima on the team.
No, Lima was on the team, bro.
You mean Sam Vines?
No, Lima. He's like a bench. He's on the Earthquakes.
I don't know about U.S. soccer expert. I don't know about that title.
I'll be honest. I was watching Olympic kayaking too during the thing. I was switching back and forth.
I didn't know that was an event.
Yeah, Olympic kayaking is very sick. Actually, I was having a conversation. What is one event that you could medal in if you like the easiest to medal in for us, like a normal person? I feel like kayaking maybe if you train for a bit.
No. Those kayakers, they were like some dude like
they're probably jacked, bro.
He looked like a normal fella and he was getting cooked.
Damn.
I'm thinking the easiest one to medal in might be like handball.
Yeah, I was gonna say handball, bro, because that seems so easy.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the goal.
Make Olympic handball. Yeah, like if you get actual American athletes to play Olympic handball.
Make Olympic handball a high school sport.
Dude,
honestly, I would so play handball.
I'd so play.
Like the shooting sport, just in the gut shoot. That can't be that hard.
Facts.
Like you really have to train for that.
The Americans always win the shooting because we've been practicing. But yeah.
No, I think the Russian one.
Oh, really?
They're they make them in the laps, dude. Funniest sport though was synchronized diving, and the horse dancing was funny too.
Trampolining is kind of rad too.
There's what? Trampolining?
Yeah.
Yeah, check it. It's a new event.
Yeah.
They just do backflips, bro.
So there we have it. Olympic talk mixed with some Gold Cup talk, but what an amazing day this is in Gold Cup history. United States winning 2 competitive tournaments this summer versus Mexico. I mean. 2021 Gold Cup, check. 2021 CONCACAF Nations League made-up tournament, check. World Cup, easy dub.
Easy dub.
Let's do a sports talk. Want some hot takes?
I do want some hot takes.
I do.
Number 1 is Odell, top 5 receiver.
Cap. That's ridiculous.
Hot take.
He's borderline top 20, bro.
Another hot take is Russell Westbrook, top 5 all time.
What? All right, get him out. Get him out. Get him out.
You have
Get him out.
I hate when people put old people in top 5 all time. Besides MJ, there's no.
Okay. Obviously, Russell Westbrook.
We're gonna transition to NBA.
Obviously, Russell Westbrook would kill Bill Russell in 1v1, but you gotta. It's not always skill. It's legacy too. When you're factoring all time.
No, but those guys all played Farmers League. I'll give you my top 5 NBA all time. It's 1, probably LeBron. MJ 2. Maybe Steph Curry 3. Kevin Durant 4, and Russell Westbrook 5. See, those 4 guys are still playing right now in the league where they're still Dame Lillard. He's probably top 10 all time. Klay Thompson.
Okay, yeah, okay. You can say most skilled all time. But when you're saying all time, you have to factor in there's a lot of factors.
I'm factoring who wins a 1-on-1. Oh, also.
Okay, so you're saying most skillful players of all time.
What?
You gotta clarify.
Yeah, that's top 5, right? Who cares about legacy?
Okay.
Magic Johnson.
And sports, I think I could win was street ball. I didn't realize there's just 3-on-3 basketball to 21 on half court.
Yeah.
If I got my street ball goons from 8 good blacktop, that's an easy win.
All right, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Will Maxwell, some hot takes. Olympic and United States winning the Gold Cup. First time in 4 years. USA
That's
M&T is back.
It's hard.
All right.
We could honestly win World Cup in Qatar.
There you have it, some Gold Cup coverage. What an amazing day it is. It just really is an amazing day. So happy as a USA soccer fan. And yeah, let's move on. Some NBA draft talk, and this will be led by some dude named Oliver Marbury. Go.
All right. The boy named Oliver Marbury is here. And so let's just talk about a little NBA draft. It was a really deep draft class. And just talent all the way down to pick 50, all the way down to pick 60. Even the undrafted free agents were really good. So yeah, a lot to talk about here. Cade Cunningham went number 1, but we knew that. And then number 2, Jalen Green, we knew. And then Evan Mobley. 3, those were kind of set in stone. But number 4 is where it got interesting. I mean, Toronto, instead of going the Jalen Suggs route, goes Scotty Barnes from Florida State. Drawing a lot of Scottie Pippen comparisons. So, Casey, if you're the Raptors, do you like the Scotty Barnes pick, or would you have gone Jalen Suggs? Because I know you're a big Jalen Suggs guy.
I would go Suggs. I mean, I know the guy we're about to have on is a huge Suggs hater, but I think Suggs is a better player ultimately. Scotty Barnes his 1 year. I mean, FSU even make the tournament? Yeah, they did. They beat Colorado, but still, they're not that good. I think Davion Mitchell's the second best point guard in this draft, though. And yeah, so and also Josh Giddey, in my opinion, is very underrated. But yeah, if we had to rate or grade these like the first top 5 picks, we can just kind of alternate. So starting at 1, what do you have Cade Cunningham to the Pistons?
I mean, it's an A. It's the most surefire player in this class. You can't give it anything other than that. He's bound to be a star. I mean, he has all the tools. He's a 6'8" point guard that can distribute, shoot the ball really well.
Yeah, no, it's
a great leader. I mean, he led a not so good Oklahoma State team to a 4 seed in March Madness. Just really impressive. So that would be an A for me. What about you?
Definitely an A. Best player in the draft. Pistons would be fools not to take him. At 2, Jalen Green. I'll let you start before I rant.
I give it A. All right. I mean, I know you're not the biggest Jalen Green fan, but the guy's nice at basketball. Let's be honest. He's been nice since high school. I mean, I don't know how this G League Ignite path is gonna set him up, but I mean that's pro ball compared to guys who are playing in college. So he's better ready for the NBA. He's a great skill set, and I think he can. He's the best guy available at number 2. So, I mean, I don't think it's a bad pick. So, that's me.
I give it a D. It's a D for me. I think it's a god-awful pick. I think he's a bust. I don't think he'll ever play more than 20 games in the NBA. I don't think he has any experience whatsoever. I think high school is his best experience. G League doesn't count. It's Farmers League. Yeah, so Jalen Green, terrible pick in my opinion. Rockets isn't helping him at all. At 3rd for Evan Mobley, though, I do like this pick. What do you think of this one?
I like Evan Mobley to Cleveland. I think it's going to be interesting how he pairs along with Jarrett Allen there. I mean, both big, tall, lanky shot blockers. I guess they can play at the floor at the same time. Maybe play Evan Mobley at the 4. I'm not sure how it's really going to work there, but they'll make it work. Best guy available type situation. But yeah, I like that pick. I'll give it I'll also give it an A. I think the picks were executed really well.
Yeah, I think it's an A-. I think it was the best player available at the time. Some flaws Mobley does have. It gets quiet in big games sometimes, but I do think that was a solid pick. I think it's going to be good. I think the Cavs are going to be good. We did cover Scotty Barnes already. I'll go fast. I think it's a C-. Not as bad as Jalen Green, but I just don't know if it was the best player available.
Yeah, I give it a C. It was just a bit of a reach for someone like Scotty Barnes. I feel like he could have gotten the 8 to 10 range, maybe. Kind of like the Patrick Williams of this year. A bit less of a reach though.
Florida State always has
Scotty Barnes. I mean, what is that?
Florida State always has forwards that are very
also same college. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I mean he's great defensively. So we'll see. He gets to beat Drake. That's an upside of going to the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, I'll give it a C, but not the pick I would take there. And then number 5, Orlando Magic take Jalen Suggs, who just falls to them at number 5. And what would you give this?
I give it an A+. It's the best pick in the draft. I mean, he was best player available. He was a steal. Great pick. Love a pick.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an A because you get a dynamic player like Jalen Suggs who can really impact the game whenever you need him to. Obviously, a big-time player, shows up in big-time moments, as you saw last March Madness, especially against UCLA. So, yeah, great for the Magic. And they got some flashy young point guards there now with Jalen Suggs and Cole Anthony. So,
yeah,
it'll be fun. And then that's the top 5, but let's touch on the Warriors picks a little bit. I know you're not a big fan of this Jonathan Kuminga pick at number 7, and a lot of fans aren't because, he's not very NBA ready. He's only 18 years old, barely has much experience, played in high school, and then, played that 1 year in the G League Ignite. But he's more raw than Wiseman was last year. And if we want to win now with Curry, Clay, and Draymond still at the end of their primes now, we need someone who can impact the game now. So a lot of fans are upset about this Kuminga pick. I want to hear what your take on it, though.
Yeah, I just dislike it. I think it's a whole process. I mean, he wasn't really that good in the G League last year. Only averaged 15.8 points. That's not that explosive. I want at least 30 points if we're going to take a G League cat. Only 2.7 assists. Like, come on. Pass the ball, buddy. So I'm just not a big fan of Jonathan Kuminga so far, but I do think he's a good process, very athletic. But our Moses Moody pick, I do love. I mean, I think that's an A. It's a steal, sharpshooter. From Arkansas, has a good experience, so I love that pick.
Yeah, I give the Kuminga pick like a B-. I still love Kuminga as a prospect, and I think he's going to be great. He didn't shoot the ball well in G League, and his tendency, like, he's not very good defensively, or he doesn't get much effort defensively from what I've seen. So, like, he'll be good, like, 3 years down the road, but by that time, Curry's going to be, like, 35, 36. So it's like, I don't even know how this is going to help us, but Bob Myers has a plan. I'll trust in him. But this Moses Moody pick was an A for me. I mean, just a great value at 14. I thought we could have taken him at 7. So, yeah, I mean, a great 3-and-D player, fits the Warriors mold perfectly, kind of like a younger Andre Iguodala. He's going to knock down threes. He's going to defend well. Just perfect off the bench for the Warriors. So I love that Moses Moody pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we welcome on our guest, I thought Davion Mitchell is an A+ pick from the Kings. And
Kings? Okay. I got Kings. They got great value, and like Davion Mitchell at 9 and Tyrese Halliburton at 12 last year. Like, that's great, but they have a little bit of a surplus of guards. They have De'Aaron Fox, Davion Mitchell, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield. I don't know how they're going to find playing time for all of them, but
I agree. I think it's a great prospect, but I don't know how he's going to fit in. I think Ziaire Williams is a god-awful pick from the Pelicans. I think that's an F.
That's his bias.
Wagner's a mid pick. That's like a C. I don't know.
Best picks of the draft were Ayo Dosunmu at 38 for the Bulls and Jared Butler at 40 for the Jazz.
Yeah.
In the second round.
I like Jericho Sims at 58 to the Knicks. Went to my high school, so of course I like him. All right, so now looking on Johnny Makris, NBA expert, boys. I mean, this guy knows NBA from the heart to his head. I mean, Johnny, how are you doing today? And tell me why Jalen Suggs is better than Jalen Green.
Well, first of all, I'm doing great. Second of all, in no world is Jalen Suggs better than Jalen Green.
What?
You got to be. No way you're serious. Jalen Suggs, sure, he's the hero of the tournament, although he didn't even lead Gonzaga to the title, but that's besides the point. He hit that crazy shot against UCLA. But to me, I think Suggs is a better defender, which makes him maybe a little bit more value, but Jalen Green already proved himself in the G League, which is players trying to make the actual 13-team roster. So those players are busting their chops at every single game to get a spot on the roster, and it's way harder to prove yourself in G League than college. And he put up more numbers. So, and his shooting percentages, everything better than Suggs. I don't think Suggs' game will translate well to the NBA.
I'll take. I mean, Jalen Green's a walking bucket, so I don't know. Just saying.
We just ran through the top 10 picks and kind of graded them. And I want to give you your reactions, J-Mac. So, Casey, me, had Jalen Green as a D, Cade Cunningham as an A, Evan Mobley as an A-, Scotty Barnes as a C, and Jalen Suggs as an A+. And Oliver had you can say it, Oliver, but
I had Cade Cunningham an A, Jalen Green an A, Scotty Barnes. Evan Mobley had an A, Scotty Barnes had a C, and Jalen Suggs had an A.
That's a big A guy.
I can respect all of those. I definitely think Scotty Barnes is a very weird pick. I don't know why he was drafted at 4. I think the Raptors are going to regret that for sure. And to me, if Kyle Lowry's going to leave the Raptors, I'm not sure why they would.
Exactly.
That was
Kyle Lowry's not in their long-term plans, so I'm not sure why they didn't take a point guard. If you want Fred VanVleet to play the 1, okay, but you can play the 2 and then draft a point guard for the future.
Yeah. I think Scotty Barnes is weird because they already have a guy like OG Anunoby who kind of is similar to him or similar size. I think it was just odd for them to pick Scotty Barnes there. Plus, I don't think his talent is as high as someone like Jalen Suggs.
And you're an NBA expert. You can agree that Ziaire Williams is a terrible pick and he's going to be a bust, right?
I think there's potential, but I don't know that he'll be able to pan out into like an amazing player. He didn't put up good numbers at Stanford. Really good in high school. LeBron said he's good, but I mean, I don't know. I think it was way too high for him to be picked at like, what was it, 10?
Yeah. But he has great upside. I mean, he has bust potential, I guess, because he didn't put up great numbers at Stanford, but he was outstanding in college. I mean, he was the sixth
for sure.
ranked prospect in the nation for a reason. Played at Sierra Canyon.
For him, great skill. He just needs to put it together, and I think he could do really well.
And put on a little weight. He's a little skinny.
James Bouknight is a wonderful pick also by the Hornets.
Oh yeah, that's my sleeper pick. I think the Hornets, he said it himself in an interview, the Hornets are going to be a fun team to watch with him and Melo. I think they're going to be a really good young team, and watch out for the Hornets in around 3 years. They're going to be very good. If they can keep PJ Washington, Melo, and Bouknight, I think they'll be really good.
I agree it's a good pick, but kind of like the Kings, they have another surplus of guards. I mean, they have Terry Rozier, James Bouknight, LaMelo Ball, Devontae Graham. So I don't know how they're going to fit all them together.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I think they could have used a big man there. They really don't have many 7-footers. So
they traded for Mason Plumlee, but that doesn't do much.
They did trade for Mason Plumlee. I mean, he's kind of a casual, but he was
Plumlee and Zeller give you holding it down.
Yeah, he can hold it down. That's for sure.
He's joking.
I think Bouknight was a good pick. But, maybe try to trade either. I would probably trade Devontae Graham because Rozier's a little bit older, I think.
And Rozier's better.
And Rozier's better. I think you could still get something decent for Devontae Graham. So I would if I was the Hornets, I'm looking to trade him.
Yeah. All right, Johnny. And real quick before we go, just real quick, second round sleepers. I've been saying Jericho Sims. You know, he went to our high school, Johnny Sacred Heart, so we love that pick. And so Jericho Sims, Isaiah Livers, big pick, and then Luka Garza to the Pistons, under big pick. But I know you're a big BJ Boston guy. Tell me about him.
Yeah, I think BJ. BJ didn't play well in college, and many think that's because Kentucky system, but I don't know. BJ has a ton of upside. He's similar to Zaire Williams, in my opinion. I mean, he's got good for
same high school.
He's not really good in high school as well. He played the same high school, but I don't think. I mean, he's not big. He's not he's really skinny, but he's tall. He's got good shooting, good driving.
Also,
they're decent, but he just didn't shoot well in college. But I think if he can get it down, he's going to the Clippers. I think a guy taking if Paul George takes him under his wing, I think he could pan out to be a good player. And he was picked at 54. I think that was
51. Also, I really like the Clippers draft. They got Keon Johnson of Tennessee, dude's an athletic freak. Yeah. But also, I want to talk about Sharif Cooper falling to 48 to the Hawks. Do you like that pick?
For the Hawks,
I mean, obviously it's another point guard, but Sharif Cooper has crazy potential.
I mean, I think it's a pretty good pick. Sharif Cooper's, I think he could turn out to be a decent player. I'm not sure. Maybe he was really good in he's another one of those players in high school. Didn't play too much at Auburn because of injuries and other things. But yeah.
All right, Kmart, thank you for joining us about NBA. Honestly, you're just the Greek freak. Thank you so much for joining, and we will see you next time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has already been a long episode, but we don't care. All right, MLB. I'm getting up at 4 a.m. tomorrow, but I don't care because CS Sports Talk, your fave, sleeping. Let's go. All right, boys. MLB trade deadline was a full-featured film. The Cubs destroyed their teams. I mean, Scherzer, Trey Turner, Anthony Rizzo, Javier Baez, Chris Bryant are no longer on their respected teams, and the Giants added one big piece, KB, Chris Bryant, who's now a Giant, hit a home run in his debut today. And what are your thoughts on this overall trade deadline, Cuban Link Oliver?
Cuban Link. Basically, I feel bad for Cubs and National fan. I don't know what the Nationals are doing. Trey Turner and Juan Soto are supposed to be their future plans, and they just get rid of I get Scherzer, he's 37 years old, but Turner's not even in his prime yet, dude. We don't even know how good he can be, and they just give it to the most loaded team in the Dodgers. So I'm not sure what the Nationals are doing here, but they got good return in Keibert Ruiz and Josiah Gray. Those are two really good prospects. But I I was really nervous about what Farhan would do with the Giants. I mean, there's like 10 minutes left in the trade deadline. I'm like, really? We're not going to make a move? We're a first-place team. We're not going to make a move?
Oliver was quaking. He was texting me all weekend or all week, worried that we aren't going to make a move. And I said, trust Farhan, give it time. And
bro, I was like depressed. Like I was camping, and my mom was like, "What's wrong?" Like I was depressed because I was like, "We're really not going to make a move." And then I just finished jet skiing, and Chris Bryant, I get a notification that says Bryant to SF. Sources tell me, and I just start jumping around. I was so excited, and he homered his debut, and it's just awesome. And then who else made big moves? The White Sox got 2 good relievers, and Craig Kimbrell and Ryan.
Baseball.
What?
Dodgers are ruining baseball.
Dodgers are ruining baseball. LA's ruining sports in general with the Lakers and Dodgers forming super teams. But it doesn't matter. Giants still own the Dodgers. Yeah, a lot of teams just got better. A lot of teams got worse. It's the
trade deadline. It was
the trade deadline, man. It's just how it works. But it was one of the craziest ones we've ever seen, if not the craziest. So yeah,
definitely. I mean, it really was a good deadline. I think it was one of the better ones. And we're now going to welcome on, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is one of our most favorite MLB analysis we have. He's a Giants freak. He knows his stuff. Every prospect from single A to double A to triple A to low A, Eugene Emerald's enthusiast.
Eugene Emerald's.
Welcome him on, Cormac White.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Cormac? And please tell me, what is your favorite part of this trade deadline? What is your highs and lows? How are you feeling after this trade deadline?
Chris Bryant, baby. Signing with the Giants, obviously. Best move of the deadline, no doubt about it. He is a free agent at the end of the year, but hopefully we can re-sign him. He had a good day today. And as we know, his hometown team is the Giants, so it'd be great to try and lock him up. Other than that, I thought it was a great trade deadline. One of the best I've seen in a very long time. Maybe the best I've ever seen. So many moves were made. So many new faces and new jerseys. Practically the entire Cubs and Nationals rosters got traded.
Young go.
As a Giants fan to finally be buyers at the trade deadline. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. How are you feeling about this Giants team right now? I mean, we sit 3 games ahead of the Dodgers in first place in the NL West, and our pitching, our bullpen has just stayed consistent as of late. I mean, we thought we were going to add bullpen artists, but we added Tony Watson, still yet to pitch. But I think we're good. Rogers, McGee, Harleen Garcia have really held it down. Even Dominic Leone, some casuals, been pretty good.
I'm feeling really confident. We're playing like the best team in baseball. Everyone's still calling us pretenders. The lineup's been good. When guys have gone down, like Longo, B-Craw, other guys have came up. Who would have thought Thairo Estrada would have been an everyday player for the best team in baseball? It's just great to see guys like Slater. When Dickerson's not playing too good, he's playing well. It's just crazy. We have so many options that it's hard for you to even find playing space.
I know.
Dickerson was one of the best players on the team. He's about to get DFA'd possibly. And with the bullpen, I'm feeling extremely confident. As we know, Tony Watson had a great season with us last year. Hopefully he can just repeat. He wasn't playing too good with the Angels, but some guys just fit in better with other teams. As we know, we just traded away Jason Vossler, and now he's playing great for the Tampa Bay Rays.
You mean Matt Weasley?
So I'm feeling really confident with the Giants, and even though we're in the best division in baseball, I really think we're World Series contenders.
Definitely. And Cormac, I'm a big Mike Talkman guy. Been a fan since life. When we DFA'd him, it ruined my day. Oliver seemed to not give a fuck. But what were you? Did you care and maybe sign a minor league contract with us, so then he can maybe come back in September on the 40-man and maybe get a ring with us? Because it would suck to get DFA'd from such a good team when you have a chance to win a ring.
Well, so when we first signed Talkman, I mean, he'd been a guy who plays once every 2-3 days with the Yankees, and it looked like he would have had an actual chance to be an everyday player. But he's continued to struggle. I think he batted 175 with us. And when everyone's hot, we have guys like Lamonte Wade picking it up, Slater, Estrada. It's hard to find a space for Talkman, and Talkman just wasn't producing. So the thing about the ring is, though, so if you even play one game with the team or do anything helpful, he'll still get a ring if we do win the World Series. But I think he'll get signed by another team to a big league contract. That's just my opinion. I think he's a good player. He just wasn't doing too hot.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. He definitely he'd definitely take a big league contract from another team than a minor league contract with us.
I don't know though.
Yeah.
If he wants to come up in September and be a part of that World Series team, like in it, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But yeah, but that would just suck to go to the Orioles after being on our team.
Yeah, no, if he were to go to the Orioles, he would be an everyday player probably. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't be too bad for him. It sucks for him because I like talking.
He won us 4 games this year.
He's a good guy.
I mean, himself, he won us that Dodgers game. He won us the Rangers game where he hit a grand slam, and he won us the Nats game where he robbed Juan Soto. And you can argue he won us the game where he hit a bomb in extra innings versus the Angels. But yeah, the Sockman was a good guy while we had him. I love what Farhan's doing. I mean, the man's a genius. Yeah, and stay humble. Cormac White, you still feeling good about Will Bednar?
Extremely happy with Bednar. I think, as I said last time I was on, I'm really happy to see what he does. I'd like to add on that it was weird what happened in the Mets.
Yeah.
Situation for them. So I'm glad we got to get Bednar. He'll be playing in rookie ball in Arizona soon, and then hopefully move up to high A, double A, triple A, and just get in the majors as soon as possible. As you know, all these college arms tend to get to the major leagues faster. So since he is probably low 20s, we could see him in the major leagues in 2-3 years, hopefully.
Facts.
Yeah.
All
I mean, it sucks what happened to the Mets. I mean, they lose Kumar Rocker, the number 10 pick. He's gonna either play like independent ball or is he gonna go back to college? I don't know. But they get a whatever it's called. They get a pick next year, the 11th pick. But yeah, sucks for the Mets, Will Mets.
Yeah, sucks for Kumar too. I mean, you get drafted by New York. They're a good team. Seems like a fun team to be on. You're in New York, Big Apple, and then you find out about this unknown elbow thing.
All right, Cormac, thank you for joining.
So you go sign.
All right, Cormac White, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This was a movie. Episode 26 was one for the history books. I mean, we started talking about this historic day in U.S. men's soccer. We won the Gold Cup. I mean, we're better than Mexico at soccer. Hate to say it. Feels bad for them, but yeah, we smoked that Mexico pack. And then we talked about the NBA draft. She was hype. We talked a little Olympics with Maxwell. We had Johnny Makris on, NBA expert, and then we had Cormac White on to discuss the MLB trade deadline. So it was an eventful day, full of everything, and we are so excited to come back for episode 27. And I mean, next week we do have a special guest on Zoom and everything. Yeah, so just get ready for that. Can't wait. And Cormac meant Matt Weasler instead of Jason Bostler, if anyone's wondering. Okay, so see you in episode 27.
Peace.